country's in the UK. It's a little tiny country in the UK called Wales. It's got England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and then Wales. And to be honest, in the MMA world, with these guys, you know, Wales hasn't really been heard of. You know, I'm the first major guy to come out of Wales and fight outside of the UK, really. You know, I'm the first guy to come out, and hopefully I'll be the first guy to win, first Welsh guy to win a belt in Titan FC.
Stand up. Real loud.
Have any of y'all ever tried out for the UFC?
Yeah, I fought for him twice, UFC 104 and then the first UFC on Versus, but I didn't do too hot, so on my way back right now.
I mean, you guys have to understand is,
as fighters, I assume you realize early on that you like to fight, right?
Yeah. It's obviously the training and the dedication you've got to put in is very difficult. The diet you've got to work with is very difficult. But when you're in there, when you fight, I'm not sure if the guys are the same, but you're free. You're free just to do whatever you want to do. And it's one of the best martial arts in the world. This is why I'm doing it professional. This is why I'm doing it. You know, it's the greatest sport in the world. I need to say that.
So how much discipline goes into, you know, the person you are inside the ring and the person you are outside? How do you turn those things off?
I think for me, it's about being a good person. You can't be drinking, partying, you know, doing things not for you. You got to train twice a day. I mean, if you're out there partying, there's out there somebody else who's working hard. You know what I mean? You just got to think of it like that. And when you're messing around and having fun and goofing around, somebody's out there winning. You know? So I think that you just got to adapt it to your life. You got to eat good. You got to train good. Surround yourself with good people, and you know, just have positive people around you and a positive outlook on life. Your attitude makes a big difference too. You just got to be a positive person. Respect your training partners and the people that help you out, because if you don't, sometimes those people will leave you. You know, you got to see the people that take care of you good. I think that helps a lot, especially in fighting, because you know, it's a one-on-one sport, but there's also a lot of camaraderie in the sport, so it helps a lot to just be a good person all the way around.
You know, they're not professional, but they like to toss it around in the classroom. You know, fighting these other people. You have anything to say about that? You know, like some of these guys, they roll around on the ground.
let me give my take on it, and then I'm going to open it up to the guys who are truly pros and do this for a living. My take on it is, like I said, I did 2 combat tours in Somalia as a Marine. In my mind, that's the only kind of fighting there is that's worth fighting somebody other than a sport like these gentlemen do. After I went through that experience, I promised myself, I mean, I was a kid who got in all kinds of fights. You know, that was, man, I got long stories for that, but after I went through that experience, I understood what real fighting was in terms of that type of conflict. These gentlemen do, it's fighting, it's a true sport. They're amazing athletes with tremendous work ethic and dedication. They train, all of them, twice a day, some 3 times a day, year round. So, you know, I don't believe that there's any place for fighting in the street or anything like that. I think there's ways to deal with it. But, you know, I'll let these gentlemen kind of field the question as well.
You know me, I've been wrestling since a young age. I was 4 years old when I started wrestling. I was always a rowdy sort of kid, so my parents saw that early and got me in the sport. You know, a lot of people have, you know, they're just that natural energy and want to go out and do that. And I thought for me, wrestling was a great thing. It kept me out of trouble. It really puts that, you know, hard work and discipline into your character at an early age. And I think that's always sort of what helped me. It doesn't have to necessarily be that. You know, I think there's lots of great different sports and just different pursuits that, you know, you put your energy into and everything. I found that was probably the best way to really build character and, you know, get started on the right path. So.